Hello, welcome to this lesson. This lesson is about alignment and direction. First of all, when you're busy with something in martial arts, you need to know the direction that you want to throw the power to. So if you want to throw the power to the back, you're not going to hit somewhere else. You want to have the right direction of a power. And that is important to know that when you throw a power, then a power is only able to travel in a straight line. On short distances, every power will travel through that straight one line. And that's important to know when you are busy with a kick, when you are busy with an elbow, when you are busy with any turning power like a hook and a kick that in that direction or a kick in this direction. That is something you have to keep in mind. So I throw a power and it has to follow a certain line to enter at my last destination. That means the back or anything else. This is very logical, but think about it. Many people are not able to do it simply because their muscles are not capable of following that direction. And that direction, you only get it punctual by training, by programming the muscles in alignment. That implies that you have to use a series of muscles in a chain following each other up, so you get to throw that punch, you get to give that kick, you get to give that elbow and that knee in order to get to that object. So think about that when I give a knee. I mean, if you go and give a knee, many people just enter and give that knee. See? I give that knee. And look at my arms when I do it. Hush. That knee is now, but it is completely wrong. This is what I call a Hollywood knee. Simply because the power is going in this direction. So it's not entering and it's not targeting the back. And that's good when you're in Hollywood and you play in a movie. But when you go and you want to fight, you want to throw that knee into the back. So it has to have that specific direction, the direction of the back. And not only that, you want to give it power. And if you give it power, it implies that you're not touching the surface, but you want to go through it. So you want to touch the things in behind. Then you give that power. You give that power. So as you see, my target is that direction. I want to go through that back. So my power is not on the back, but through the back. Yes! And that's what a part of the alignment. But let we start with a very simple way of alignment. That's with the punches. And it sounds simple, but it isn't. If you give a left jab and a right jab, both movements seem very easy. But if I give a jab with only the upper body, there is nothing inside it. Just speed and hardly any power. And how do I get that power? And that is by rolling into that alignment, because the power comes from that foot and it rolls over. If you see, it's coming there and it's moving there and now it's going there. So it's slowly moving in, it's going that direction, it's going there, it's there. And you see, the more I give here the instruction to give a real power, the more you're going to see that there is real power in that punch. But it's coming from there. It's rolling over. Each chain, each part of the chain will move and pass forward. And if I give you a left jab, it will exactly be the same. It will start there, see, and it gives that power. But I have to step. So I add one more extra chain to the whole chain. So and see, but it still comes from there and it enters the whole affair. Direction, make it clear. Direction is through the back, not on the back. See? Doesn't matter if I turn around. See? Again, with my back foot, I make the whole alignment. So everything, every part of the chain is in alignment with each other to get it done. If I want to give a hook, it's the same. My hip is turning. My hip will go in the direction of that hook. And keep in mind, what I do now is I make the movements a little bit bigger to exaggerate the movement. You will understand. In a real fight, it's a very small one. But now I make it bigger for you to understand that the whole alignment of the chain is everything together. See? Bam, bam. And it comes all over. See? Whoa, bam, boom, bam. And then when they're right, you give it really. See? That one moves too. Bam. Everything moves with that punch. With the punch. And that's the same when you give a body punch. The body will move in. Wham! Wham! Everything gives to that body. And the hand leaves the chin at the last moment. So not at the first moment. Bam! See? Bam! And it gives this one, the left, is the most important one. And if I give just this, it doesn't give anything. So again, in it. So you give it in, bam! That whole chain, here, here, and here, everything has to support that punch. So everything will support the punching. And the same goes for if I do an uppercut. An uppercut is coming from here, see? And then it moves up. Bam. Back. Bam. Here. Bam. 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 Every part of that chain, that connection, is vital to the whole system. And when I kick, I'm not kicking with my foot like that. I am opening that system. See? And I'm now doing it really, see? I open that system. I open that hips. And that way you open it. And you open it for the kick. But you also open it for the knee. Oh, for the kick. And for the knee. So the hips must be open. And this brings me to another part of the upper down chain. If I give this punch, as you see, my hips are closed, fixed. And that is why we turn in. See? now the hips get involved. The hips are involved with the kicks. The hips are moving with the kicks. The hips are moving with the punches, with the knees. So it's important to understand those chain working, that every part of what you do, so every part of the technique, if you do this hook, your hips are closed. You cannot move. This one opens. This one closed. It's like when you use a key. So the key of the whole system is the turning. The right turning of that fist. Close, open. Close, open. And this one, many people see it like that and then they say that's a jab. Yes, it is a jab, but it is a cross jab. So it's over the left and you cross it. So it is a jab that we use, but we don't use it in normal Muay Thai for just giving a jab, because it is taking too long time. This is much longer than this and even much longer than that. That is another part of the information. So we go ahead with that alignment. And my knee, if I give a knee, then again, my knee is going in that direction. So if I give that knee, then my upper body is moving in that direction. Hish. So my knee is moving in that direction, my upper body in that direction. Hish. See? 1, yeah, hish. 2, yeah, 1, hish. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Last one, 1, 2. So one moves that direction, one moves that direction. And why do you do that? Because then you have a balance point. And you can come back, fish. And you can come back, fish. And it's this, huh? With that hips, you have to train this. Train it. And it's something you can find in yoga and so on. But it is a part of the martial arts to train your hips in flexibility. Why? It's gone. And that is why you have to keep that movement as a part of your daily exercises. Keep it standing, standing, give it that. Yeah, it is really useful to keep your hips flexible at all time. And then, because of that flexibility, you're able to make your alignment in a straight supporting line of one movement after the others. You get my point? Ask it again at the lesson, pass by, or hey, you're welcome to drop a mail or send something else. But I see you later.